Welcome to Raleigh Roots, a podcast about living, working, and raising a family in the Triangle. Join hosts Kate and Catherine for lighthearted conversations, stories, and interviews about what it is really like to live here. Whether you're thinking about moving to the Triangle or have already planted roots here, tune in and listen on your favorite device. And now your hosts, Kate and Catherine.
Good afternoon, Raleigh peeps, and welcome back to Raleigh Roots. Hello, Kate.
Hi, Catherine.
Y'all, it is April, and it's gorgeous today, but our weather has been nutso.
Yeah.
It's normally like spring and mild. We've had summer days like in the 90s, and then we wake up and there's a frost advisory.
Yeah.
So that's really not typical around here.
No, and we're in a drought. So good reminder that Raleigh's water restriction has started on Monday.
I have a really dumb question, and you can make fun of me. So I asked my friend this the other day. How did they know? I am not going to break any rules. I really don't even have anything to water. But how do they know if you break the rules? Like, does a neighbor have to call and tell on you?
Possible, but are they watching our water meters?
We should find this out. I mean, all right, let's be good citizens and not break.
Yes, and follow the rules.
But y'all, that is a really good question. Like, do they come and like give you a ticket? I don't know.
I mean, I think you get a fine.
All right.
I could be wrong, but make sure you know your days for watering or your day.
And it has to do with your address, I think, if your address is an even number or an odd number.
Yes.
If you're new to the area or moving to the area, the weather's a little crazy and the pollen's crazy. But we have 4 seasons, and so who cares? We can put up with this. We can put up with this a little bit.
Well, I was worried that we were going to skip spring and go straight to summer, so I'm kind of hoping that things balance out a little bit. But
they'll level out. I think they will.
I don't know.
So weather's been good. Another piece of good news, we have, you guys, we're making it big. We've got some Raleigh Roots merch, people.
Right here.
All right.
Here we go.
Now, if you don't know, look at this hat. We're going to be ordering more. So don't roll your eyes. You should want one. And if you do, please DM us or text us or send us a message and we will get you a hat. And you have to wear them and roll around and be like, Raleigh Roots rocks.
Okay.
Now, I would be wearing mine today, but I'm also going to give a little disclaimer. I have friends that call me Beetlejuice because my head's so small. I think I've said that on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
And so I have to order little kids' hats. So I have a special order in for a kid's hat. I'm going to need it.
Same here. I mean, I have a tiny head as well.
But you look good. When I wear a hat that's too big,
if I pull it all the way where it's supposed to go, I have no eyes.
I look ridiculous. But don't let anybody fool you. I mean, we have small heads, but they are full of brains. We are smart.
So true. So true. Have you seen that there's the potential about getting our own sphere in Raleigh?
Oh, tell me about it. I've not heard.
So I was reading a few things about this, and I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet, but I think we made it to like the next part of the process or the bidding process or something. But they're talking about having a sphere here by the Lenovo Center.
And you mean like
Vegas.
a sphere like in Vegas?
Yes.
I have not been there. I don't know if you have. My brother has and said it is the most amazing place. And some friends from around Raleigh have been and said that the experience is something you cannot even explain.
I've never been.
Well, so like when would this happen in Raleigh? Don't die on me. CPR.
I'm dying.
I don't know how to do CPR anymore.
It'll be I think a ways out. They're talking about doing it with the whole expansion of the arena, the hockey arena.
Okay.
Having it over by there because they'll do concerts at Carter Finley, right?
That would be so great.
Yep.
They're going to have to add a few lanes in there for traffic, but that's okay.
A lot.
You know, a good friend of mine just went to kind of a private concert in Charlotte, and we've got a few venues around here that are exclusive for, smaller bands or whatever. But we've got the Red Hat Amphitheater, which, did they move that or are they moving that?
I don't think so.
But music venues, when you live in an area that has such great weather, it really is a great option.
Yeah.
And that would definitely add options to Raleigh for sure. So speaking of Raleigh, don't you tune out on us. We are doing a real estate and mortgage update today. I know. Don't roll your eyes and push stop or end or whatever.
But it's time. I think we haven't done one in 6 months.
I know. And I know we don't have a guest today. Don't be disappointed because we will still entertain you.
Mhm.
But even if you're not in the market to move or sell or buy, it is nice to know what's going on
Yes.
because it affects your equity in your current home. You may have friends moving. It affects our economy. And we all want to live in an area that's thriving.
Yes.
So we are going to give you some real estate and mortgage updates for today. So hang with us today, be a friend, and learn a little, all right?
Right. I mean, we did get together because of the real estate and the mortgage, and we have deviated with lots of guests, which is a ton of fun, and we like that as well. But the spring market is here and it is moving. Despite
right.
what you might be hearing, things are busy out there.
They are.
They're real busy.
They're picking up, which is good for everybody. It's good for, I mean, when the housing market is, improving and getting better, that means that everything else typically is getting better in our area. And just to start off, I've got some clients that are moving from Arizona to North Carolina to be close to family, and their homes have been sitting on the market for almost a year and will not move.
In Arizona?
In Arizona. And I do think the market's so different and people don't realize how lucky we are.
Yes.
Even if we go through a turn of houses sitting for 45 days or 60 days, you guys, we are really lucky. Everything is cyclical and everything has peaks and valleys, but we are an overall pretty consistent market.
Yes, I agree with you. And we're still growing. I mean, a lot of people ask if we've kind of tapped out. No, we
No
have
way,
not.
Jose.
We are definitely not even close to tapping out. There's so much more that we can expand to in the area.
That's
There's
right.
still a lot of land available. Prices have definitely gone up everywhere.
And the cost of living here is so, it's not crazy high. You might have some places in the United States that are a little bit lower, but the cost of living is so great here that jobs and companies are still coming in. They're like,
Mhm.
hey,
Yeah.
we can get land for a decent price, commercial space, and we can grow because housing is still so affordable here.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I was doing a little bit of research, and that's scary when I say that. People are like, oh, God, what kind of
Yeah.
research are you doing? And then the president of my company, he'll do some economic forecast, and he's super brilliant. And the most common thing people say is, "Oh my gosh, I've got this really low interest rate. I don't want to move."
Yes.
That's a hard battle to overcome. But he gave some statistics. 21% of outstanding loans still have a rate of 6% or more. And so that's almost
Okay.
a quarter percent of
Mhm.
our population that are still 6 and overs. But that means that there's still a big population out there that their rates aren't 2.5 and 3. And so moving does not feel so scary to them.
Right.
And 44 million loans out there are at 4% or higher. And that number's pretty telling because if you're going from, 2 to 6, it doesn't feel quite as bad as 4 to 6, right?
Mhm.
If you're moving and your rate's a little higher, you're going to get a better tax write-off, right? Your tax deduction will be higher. And it may sound scary, but the difference between a 4 and a 6 is not earth-shattering.
Mhm.
And we're not up at 10%. I mean, in the 70s, people had,
Yeah.
12%, 14%.
I feel like my first house was 8 or 9%. Maybe, and I think we refied to 7, maybe.
Yeah. My very first house was 7.875.
Yeah.
No, I lied to you. 8 and
Okay.
shocker. 8 and a quarter, and then I think I refied to 7.5 and then kept refining. I had a townhouse. I wish I would have kept that little sucker. That was
I
fun.
know. I mean, if you can hold on and rent, do it.
If those walls could talk.
Do it. Oh, no.
Oh, my kids would not
Mm-mm.
want to know what happened in that house. No, sir.
Mm-mm.
An economist said this, and I really like this. It says the triangle market has shifted, but it has not crashed.
No, not even close.
It's not crashed. We're in a correction and stabilization phase, and I love that, right?
Yep.
Why wouldn't you want to be in a correction and stabilization phase instead of crashing? We don't want to crash.
No.
And I don't think we will with our universities, our medical facilities, our cost of living, proximity to the mountains and the beach. We've just maybe taken the foot off the gas a tad. A tad.
Yeah.
We're not crashing.
Which correction is fantastic. I mean, a balanced market would be ideal.
That's right.
you know?
Yep. How long, Kate, and I may have this wrong, but how long are houses sitting on the market? What's the median, like,
Yes.
days on the market?
I have my stats and they're on my computer. And so my computer is being used to record this. So for Wake County, it's 30 days is the median. 30 days.
And I think I read, and I always have to ask because, my brain slips some. I think it was like 29 to 39 days. Yeah, 30 is right in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And we've actually already moved down because a couple months ago I looked and we were, at one point we were pushing closer to 50.
Yeah.
And now we're back at 30. If you want your house to sell, you need to price it accordingly. And it's not a fire sale, but according to the comps. And listen to your agent, look at everything that they give you, all of the information that they're providing, and use their guidance to price your house. Because I will say, in this market, especially as we're trying to correct, there is a lot of psychology going on where there are still these moments of the COVID era. And I have to tell you, within the past month, we've run into 3 multiple offer situations that reminded me very much of COVID. One house was 8 offers, another one I think was 12. Just nuts. It felt very reminiscent of that time. But those sellers now in the neighborhood have this expectation that isn't primarily going to happen
Yeah.
to their house.
In summary, overpriced homes do not sell.
They don't.
They just don't sell.
Yes.
And I am guilty of this. Everybody thinks their house should be the best because they love it. They lived there.
Yes.
Their memories are attached.
Yes.
And they're like, well, if I've had these wonderful 10 years here, you have that personal attachment. And so a good agent, a good realtor, and a very open seller, you come together, you put your knowledge together, and you price it according to what is happening at that moment, not 8 months before, not what predictions are going to be. If you want your house to sell, price and presentation,
Yeah,
they matter.
presentation matters. The buyers are smart. They are particular. They are not necessarily looking for a lot of work. And if some of the areas of the home need updating, and the rest of it is great and it's priced accordingly, then that's a great situation. But if a lot of the house needs updating, it's going to be tough. A lot of buyers are holding back right now.
Well, and for sellers, I heard this from the president of our bank, Jim. If the rates, they're around anywhere, and again, they change weekly. So by the time we air this episode, who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, potential war, oil, all of the stuff going on that does fluctuate, and we're in a little bit of a volatile market. But we're above 6 right now. And if it drops to 6, it opens up the door to 27,000 households, which is a great, and that could be a tiny shift in the market, right? And what people sometimes are confused about, even if it is 6 versus 6.5, it's not earth shattering. It is not going to change your mortgage. $500 a month, unless you're buying several $1 million home. But if that's opening the doors, get ready. Do not sit on the fence and think, I'm going to wait for rates to drop. Because when they do, guess what? Prices are getting ready to increase, and then you're going to be in a bidding war.
Yeah.
And the difference in a quarter of a rate compared to paying 50,000 more over, and then you're in an upside down equity situation, no way. Do not be tricked by that. And, nationally, percent's really historical national average over hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't think we're ever, see the 2.5% and 3.5% rates.
Yeah.
If we do, we might have other problems.
Yeah. There might have to be something pretty massive to take that, to start that to happen.
And are you seeing this too in your world now? On contracts, people are negotiating in closing cost.
Yes.
I haven't seen that, y'all, in years. So this is year 27 for me. And the first 10 years, I saw it all the time. We will buy your house at this price, but you are going to pay us $10,000, pay $10,000 of our closing costs. I went through the last 5 years, and I don't know they even have a contract that would say that.
No.
I've seen several in the last few months that seller concessions are coming back. Rate buy downs. People are buying their rates
I see that a lot. The rate buy down, I've seen a ton on
Yeah.
houses.
That's big. So
Mhm.
buyers have a voice again.
Yeah, they do. They have a voice, and I think that that's important for the sellers out there to hear, and they are doing their due diligence, and they are seeing a lot of houses, and they know they have options.
That's right. And another statistic, population growth is expected in this area 8%.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. And that's good and bad. Some people are like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. But don't forget, and everybody can put a spin on things the way they want. Yes. Is that going to, people are like, oh gosh, 8% population growth. Well, how's that going to change the dynamic of traffic? But if you're in an area that's not growing,
Mhm.
you are not keeping up with the trends of life. Like
Yeah.
it's growth and that brings in positives. And yes, there are some things that make you roll your eyes. But if there's population growth, then the economy is going to still, thrive. You're going to be able to sell your home. You're going to be able to buy. You want to be in a growth environment.
Yep. I had a client ask that the other day, and she was talking to me about whether or not, she would see growth from purchasing a house and how much. And that's one thing that is positive is that if you are going to go ahead and buy a home and, plant some roots here, that you've got, like she just said, 8% of an increase. It's only going to help your property value.
That's right.
It's helping.
And they say real estate is some of the most important investing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And Raleigh is not a boom or bust kind of area, right? I'd rather be slow and steady wins the race. By the way, I had a piece of chocolate pie last night, and I am not even a dessert fan.
From where?
Glenwood Grill, which surprises me.
Really?
Because they're not really known for desserts. I mean, they're
Yeah.
good desserts, but I went with a friend. And we got a Bailey's chocolate pie and we split it. And I was like, I may have one bite. Oh my God. I couldn't stop eating it.
Delicious.
So good.
So, do you know who I think has the best desserts in Raleigh?
Hayes Barton.
Well, Hayes Barton, I mean, their cake, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Ever. And that's located in 5 Points, but it's an old established restaurant. Winston's Grill has the best gluttonous desserts on the planet.
Wait,
they
what
are
is your-
so good.
What's your favorite there?
Oh my God, the chocolate brownie, like the fudgy brownie.
Sundae kind of thing?
Yeah. Oh God, it is. All their desserts are amazing. Go to Winston's, go get their desserts.
Winston's is in North Raleigh on Falls of the Neuse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My office used to be beside there, and their
ice cream, homemade.
Okay, I did not know that.
Oh,
good to know.
Gosh. I mean, that place, it is decadent. They're
Good to know.
huge too.
Good to know. Good to know. So anyways, yes, we just got sidetracked.
We did.
But we are getting more restaurants all the time.
All the time.
I think there's the Standard is having a new location.
That's opening in North Hills.
Yeah.
Everybody's been anticipating this. It was supposed to open in the fall, and now I think it's opening this spring.
If you have not eaten at the Standard, you should.
And one of my favorites just reopened for all of you Sunflowers fans. This week, they opened their new location on Monday.
Wait, tell the details.
Have you been to Sunflowers? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was
on Peace.
It was on Peace and in an individual space. They weren't
Yes.
anything.
Yes. And what is there now? The hotel?
So that is where Bad Daddy's, like that area.
It was right next to Bad Daddy's.
Yes.
Yes, and that was taken out. They now just opened down by the farmer's market. There's this really cute coffee house, like Willow House, I think, coffee.
Okay.
But it's right across. There's apartments there, and they just opened. And they are fantastic. You guys go to Sunflowers. Go. I'm telling you right now.
I did not know that, and so I will add that to my list.
Yes, Winston's, Hayes Barton, Sunflowers.
Yes, we've got a lot of good stuff. So, mortgage needs, real estate needs, we are your peeps. Call us, questions, DM us. We are here.
Yes.
If
you're sitting on the sidelines, just come on out. It's time.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't wait, because if you think you're trying to beat and predict and hit it just perfectly, there's never ever ever a perfect moment. Something else will come up. We are here for you. If you want to hear about anything outside of the real estate or mortgage market, send us a message. We are always open, and we will find guests, y'all. I am not scared to call anybody. If y'all want, to hear about something, and I don't get embarrassed, you send us a message, and we will get that on air for you. Hey, don't forget Beetlejuice.
Merch.
Beetlejuice. Look, I'm putting my hat on. It goes all the way down to my nose.
Yeah, that's definitely too big for
It's
you.
way too big. And if you want a kid size, let me know and I'll add you to the order. So we are excited to have that. Thanks for joining us. And Raleigh peeps, as always, stay rooted and a little reckless. Thanks for joining.
Bye.